And now we arrive at the final award for the evening, the award for the Lifetime Achievement in Arts and Advocacy.
Please welcome our dear friend and one of last year's Artivist honorees, Mr. Stephen Nemeth, joined by the lovely and talented actress Frances Fisher.
Peter's artistic accomplishments are legendary, we all know that, which is why it's particularly special for me and for all of us tonight to really acknowledge his activism. He is a man that doesn't discriminate against causes, which is not to say that he's indiscriminate. He just understands that the world is in peril, as Barbara said. He's understood that far longer than most of us have, and he's actually been carrying a reusable water bottle with him for many, many years, way before it was vogue. He's so worthy of tonight's accolades. I can't underscore it enough. He's a man that I am honored to call a friend, and more importantly, he's just a really nice guy.
When I was asked to present Peter with this Lifetime Achievement Award, I realized I was 1 in 3 because someone else is going to actually present you with your award, Peter, but it takes 3 of us to honor you tonight. And there's something about you that I didn't know, and they gave me a whole list of things to say about you, but what I want this group to know is that you and I worked together about 17 years ago or so when I was pregnant with my daughter, and we had a scene, and I'll never forget it because it was the first time I'd met you, and I looked into those blue eyes and you said, "Honey, just throw away the script and let's go." And that's the artist in you, and you taught me so much in that one scene to just trust what's in the air between the actors, and we spoke from our hearts, and I'll never forget that. And I fell in love with you, excuse me, that day, just your generosity and your playfulness. And it's been wonderful being your friend all these years. And the things that I didn't know about you, because you don't speak of them. So I want everyone to know the things that you've done that make you even more worthy of this award. You have been supporting numerous motorcycle-related causes, of course. Oh, look at what's all going on up there. The Easy Ride for Autism, the Love Ride. We can only imagine Peter in that, but really what it is the initiative to support people with muscular dystrophy. In 2002, Peter was inducted into the prestigious AMA Motorcycle Hall of Fame. He contributes to animal advocacy causes, Save the Ocean efforts, and was given the Legacy Leadership Award by Best Buddies for his outstanding charity work with intellectually and developmentally disabled people. He's currently supporting the Doctors Without Borders. Oh, he's so good looking. Whose goal it is to provide urgent medical care in regions around the world that are impacted by war and disasters of all kinds, as we know. And, what were you looking at?
That was Marky.
Was that Parky? Oh, his beautiful woman. Here to present Peter with the Artivist Lifetime Achievement Award in Arts and Advocacy is fantastic filmmaker Josh Tickell, whose award-winning film Fuel is available, and here he is, he'll tell you the rest.
So the first time I got to meet Peter, you probably don't remember meeting me, but I remember meeting you. I was sitting in an audience much like this in Tallahassee, Florida. And you came to speak to my graduate film school. And, we were so excited that Peter Fonda was coming, not just to talk, but you presented some of your incredible work. And it was one of the best
nights of my life. Because for 2.5 hours, we all listened to every single sound and word this man made. And talk about an inspiration. Every one of us walked out of that evening going, not only can we do what we dream of doing, but we can do it in an individual way that expresses who we are. And that's who you've been for me, Peter, and for my wife, Rebecca, as well, from that moment onward. And when we were looking to go back to New Orleans to see what was going on with the oil spill, Peter said, I'm going on one condition, and that is that we don't back down. We won't back down when we get to the front line. That we won't back down when it's time to see if the animals are being burned or not. He said, I'm willing to go all the way to the point that somebody's pointing a gun to my head. That's how serious I am. And I think that, to me, expresses the boldness and the powerful sort of nature that really embodies the connection between an artist and an activist. Somebody who's willing to throw it all on the line for their art, but they don't back down when push comes to shove and when it's time to really act. And Peter, both you and Parky were just phenomenal coming down and being part of that, and now you're part of this incredible movie we're making together. You are, for me, as well as so many people, a true artivist and a hero.